And a very pleasant good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Thanksgiving, or day after Thanksgiving, depending on when you are watching this show. I got to tell you, I hope you're watching it before Thanksgiving, as I'm shooting this on Wednesday, the 23rd. Prior to Thursday, the 25th, because I'll talk a little bit about Thanksgiving throughout the day. It's just me, you, and the camera today, folks, as we are going to talk sports today. It's Take the Point show, and Jamie had people coming to town, and Weeze was heading off to, I think he was going to Carolina again, or Chicago, or somewhere for Thanksgiving weekend, and Lucas couldn't make it either. He had something going on. I think he had a building they were putting up or something. So it's me and you and the television, and it's going to be some fun because I'm just getting back a couple of days ago from a big trip out to Las Vegas, and I'm going to tell you all about that here in a little bit, with kind of the insider gambler type of view, I guess, out there. Maybe give you some ideas if you're thinking of traveling to Vegas and you're wanting to go visit places. We were out there long enough that I kind of got the lay of the land, and I'll tell you, give you a few things, give you a few tidbits to help you out. Hello, my name is Bruce Dickey. Thank you so much for tuning in here today to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. We do appreciate you tuning in whenever and howsoever you are. Thank you so much. What is going on in and around the area today? Well, not a ton. This being the Friday, we'll get to the reason why here in a second. This being the Friday after Thanksgiving, of course, everybody has already they've put together their Thanksgiving stuff, and it's the kind of the wind down day a lot of places on November 25th. However, there are a few things going on, and I do want to mention there's the Poplar Place annual Thanksgiving dinner is held on Thursday. If you are watching this early and you don't have a place to eat Thanksgiving dinner, Centralia, you're invited along with your family to join in person for a complimentary traditional Thanksgiving dinner. Dine-in will be available with no reservations. They're going to have 40 turkeys and 20 hams prepared for this big dinner, and volunteers join the Poplar staff in making the annual Thanksgiving Day meal possible. Again, this is 11 to 2 over at the Poplar Place on 323 North Poplar in Centralia. They do an outstanding job, and if you are watching this early, you've got no place to go, by all means, head over there for Thanksgiving dinner. What's going on the 25th? Well, of course, it's the big shopping day, and I'll get to that in a second. But up in Effingham, they are celebrating at the Tuscan Hills Winery Wonderland. The Tuscan Hills is inviting everyone to come up and enjoy the start of the Christmas season with their annual Winery Wonderland. It's Friday and Saturday. You get the first choice of fresh Christmas trees on display from Dave's Trees. They do a wonderful job. The premier local Christmas tree vendor. He's selling Fraser firs this year. Enjoy the night under their heated patios with new menu items from like a giant shareable chocolate chip cookies, flatbread pizzas, as well as candied pecans and French onion soup crackers. On Saturday, also enjoy reindeer-pulled sleigh rides. How about that? For $25 a ride, that's cheap. That's just getting going. That'll be from noon to 3 o'clock up there at the winery. And photos in front of Santa's sleigh with Mr. and Mrs. Claus. Santa and Mrs. Claus from 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock. So I guess somehow they had to get down to Effingham. That's pretty cool. So get a jump on your holiday shopping with Christmas wines, all kinds of stuff. The first 100 people in attendance will have a chance to purchase adorable Christmas mugs for $10 and fill it with a warm, boozy apple cider. No, you can't. Nothing wrong with that. Or peppermint spiked hot cocoa. That sounds good. What else is going on this weekend in over and around the world? Small Business Saturday on November 26th. It takes place from 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. at the Country Financial Hall in Albion. Explore all of the things that they're going to have to offer. Albion, or the Edwards County Chamber of Commerce putting this on. The Albion Chamber of Commerce hosting a space for at-home businesses also to set up for their products and services, to register to vendor or get more information. Get a hold of them at Albion Area Chamber. They do a wonderful job. We've had her on the show. She does an outstanding job. Salem Historic Museum will be open tomorrow as well from 9 to noon. The Salem Historic Museum is in the 100 block of South Broadway between the Salem Theater, right there between the Salem Theater and the Salem City Hall. Perfect spot for it. Just downtown, easy spot. And also that's where they're going to have all the fun stuff this weekend or next weekend for the Salem breakdown. That's going to be a lot of fun. Open from 9 to noon. Come view the changing exhibits. Also, over in Carlisle. Now, you say, Bruce, your show doesn't go to Carlisle. What are you doing? Why are you why are you telling us about something over? I thought this sounded fun. From 6:30 to 9 o'clock tomorrow night, Saturday, it is the Chicken and Beer Dance. Chicken and Beer Dance at the KFC Knights of Columbus over there in Carlisle. So give them a shot. That'll be a lot of fun. What did I tell you? This is, ladies and gentlemen, Black Friday. Black Friday is the day after Thanksgiving. It's become known as Black Friday, and it's considered the official kickoff for the holiday shopping season. Retailers across the country will often slash prices, offer doorbuster deals on popular big-ticket items, and often open in the wee hours of the morning to extend early bird specials. Dedicated and thrifty shoppers line up outside stores to be the first to grab that special deal or this season's popular or maybe hard to find gifts. I must tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not certain where that Black Friday is, but now, okay, all right. Truth be told, I'm 56 years old. I'm pretty sure that I've never gone shopping on Black Friday. If I have, it was a mistake and I didn't intend to do it. I don't recall it. Had I done it, though, this is kind of what I would expect. Because, look at the 40-inch smart TVs. Must be the big price. And they are tearing in to those pallets to get a 40-inch TV. I don't get it. I don't get it. Pay an extra $50 a little bit later in the day, and pay a little extra a little later in the day, and don't have to deal with that. How about these folks? They're getting smart TV too. It looks like smart TVs are the things to get, or at least the things that really get the Black Friday people going ape. I don't. Yeah, I'm entirely. Yeah. But when did that? So you're wondering, Bruce, when did Black Friday become quite the big deal that it has become? Well, the origin is actually derived from the enormous amount of sales retailers report, and actually this is what brings their profits into the black for the year. Black in accounting is used to describe positive, while red is losses. Before 1980, the term Black Friday had kind of a more ominous term. It was considered a curse. For example, in 1981, on March 13th, the 76ers lost for the second Friday, the 13th in a row. They used the term Black Friday in reference to their bad luck. Also, Black Friday, going back 150 years, 153 years to be exact, that's when the term actually came into being in 1869, when a few folks tried to corner the gold market and caused a depression. That's not cool. So, yeah, Black Friday has different terminologies. What else is going on the 25th Friday? It is also, I'm going to get to that one in a second. It's also Maize Day. The day after Thanksgiving recognizes the importance of a plant common across the Americas. Of course, that's corn. Maize. How to observe Maize Day? Well, maybe serve a meal featuring ingredients used by Native Americans. Quite a bounty of food to choose from, as the rivers, lakes, and oceans supply a variety of delicious fish. enjoy salmon, bluegill, trout, channel cat, whatever, with sweet corn tonight. It wouldn't be fresh sweet corn, but I guess you could still find some frozen. In our fields and on our trees, we grow many varieties of nuts. Some of them grow wild still. We also pluck them from trees, maybe sweet persimmons from the field, as well as we've carefully tended the hives where the bees make honey. Together, honey and corn make an irresistible honey butter skillet. I have not ever had that. This Maize Day actually started back in 2004 by artist Corinne Lightweaver. She began that, so that's a lot of fun. Make yourself knowledgeable on Native American stuff. What products are made from corn? What products are not made from corn would probably be a better question. What else is today, ladies and gentlemen? Also, National Bavarian Cream Pie Day. Yum! This recognizes a pie that makes a grand entrance. This rich and delectable dessert is possible thanks to French chef Marie-Antoine Carême. In the early 19th century, Carême established many of the French cooking techniques still used today. He's even given credit for abolishing some practices from his kitchen. One dessert he received credit for is the creation of the Bavarian cream. He may not have created, but he did perfect this gelatin-based pastry. Initially, gourmet restaurants and luxury hotels served Bavarian cream pies back in the early 19th century. Also called creme bavaroise. Why? Bavarian cream is a custard made with gelatin that allows the cream to set more firmly in mold. So there you go. That sounds like a lot of fun. Bavarian cream pie, the way to go. What else is going on today, ladies and gentlemen? What do you want to see on TV, folks? I'm going to talk about college football here in a minute because we have a loaded Friday. I can tell you, I've got that many. Well, let me just zoom in. I'm not going to zoom, am I? Let me just tell you about them. I'm not going to tell you about them. I'll tell you about as the day wears on. But there are, just on Friday alone, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 13, count them, 13 different college football games on national television starting at 11 a.m. and the last game kicks off at 9:30. It's a dream come true. It really is. That, in addition to the NBA basketball that you're going to watch tonight, it is Chicago Bulls at Oklahoma City. That's at 7 o'clock tonight. That'll be on Channel 643, NBC Sports Chicago. NCAA men's basketball, it's all day long. ESPN will have it all day long on different channels. Highlights for you, a few highlights to look out for. Jackson State will be at Indiana. That's on Big Ten Network. It'll be at 11:30 this morning. That's Channel 600. Texas A&M is at DePaul. That's on Fox Sports 1, Channel 610. And Iowa is at Clemson on CBS Sports Network, Channel 628. Okay? You looking for the Illinois game? Illinois playing Lindenwood tonight at 8 o'clock. Good luck finding that. It's not going to be on TV. It'll be on the Big Ten Network Plus. So you're going to have to go to to your computer or however you stream it. You're going to have to stream it. If you have one of those fancy Moby devices and you're signed up for Big Ten Network, you can do that. No problem. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, soccer continues. The World Cup today at 4 a.m. If you're watching this on TV, the game's already been played. It's Wales versus Iran, and that's on Fox Sports 1. That'll be followed at 7 a.m. If you're watching this, it's at 9. That game's already played too. Qatar versus Senegal. Those should be a couple of good games. Fox Sports 1. Followed by, on Fox at 10 a.m. today, Netherlands versus Ecuador. And then the huge one at 1 p.m. this afternoon, England versus USA over in the World Cup. That's on Fox, again at 1 o'clock. I'm Bruce Dickey. Going to talk all about fun stuff today. Sports, Vegas, football, and food. Well, how can you go wrong? Stick around. Back in a sec.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LaMonsOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I'm Dr. Eric Pikus. I'm a general practice physician here at CRHPC, and I work at the Clay Medical Center in Flora. One of the things that I love about working for CRHPC is the fact that it's a federally qualified healthcare center, and that means that we can take care of any patient, whatever the case may be. We don't have to worry about their financial situation, and I love the fact that we can take care of anybody that needs our help. So no matter what care somebody needs, we're going to give them the best possible care available without judgment.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Hey folks, welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Thanks so much for being here today. This is our weekly Take the Points edition. The boys couldn't be here today. They are off gallivanting around and doing all kinds of fun stuff. That leads me to what I was doing last week. As we shot the show a week ago, Wednesday. We shot it on Wednesday afternoon. And then I was gone. I took off, me and my lovely wife, and about 8 others of us. We had a big group, and I don't know if you ever travel with a group or if you're into that kind of thing. We were going as we had basketball tickets. We all went out to Las Vegas. They announced last March that Illinois was going to be playing in a tournament out in Las Vegas this month. And so once they announced that, 2 or 3 of us who are enormous fans of the Fighting Illini, we hopped on and made sure that we were able to go. Several of us went. So we planned this trip for months and months and months. And the cool part about going to Vegas, if you haven't been, and you're a gambler, what have you been waiting on? You're kind of like me. I've only been twice now. This was my second trip. I don't know if I know the lay of the land or not, but it's pretty cool. It's a lot of fun if you're a sports gambler for sure. Here's kind of a couple of pictures of what we did. We ended up getting front row seats down at the ball game, and this was that's of course Marty, David, me in the middle, and Jason Edgington, and this was for the Illinois UCLA game on Friday night, and we also had the same seats for the Illinois versus Virginia game on Sunday. So that's our view. Not to killing bad. That worked pretty good. And I would tell you how we ended up getting those seats, but it's not worth your time. It's a wide variety of the old saying it's who knows who and all that kind of business. I don't know if I'd be able to get them. Actually, I'm certain I'll never be able to get them again because we dumb lucked. It was stupid dumb luck into those seats, but we got them. And we were able to enjoy that for the weekend. So, however, I had not been out to Vegas for about 15 years. And they have just apparently become the culinary heaven on earth. And I don't have any pictures of the culinary arts. I will tell you of the food, the restaurants that we went to. I will tell you that we overspent on food. It was the restaurants out there, they're geared for you to overspend because they think you have money if you're out there gambling. You're free and easy with your money, and that's if you go in knowing that there's nothing wrong with being overcharged like with what you're going to be. Drinks depends which casino you're in, beers in a casino, and even sodas, water cost 50 cents in a casino for that matter. Just a cup of ice water was 50 cents, and sodas were about $3 or $4. But you can find anything you want and walk around with anything you want. There were people. I know 10% of the country still smokes, 10 or 15%, somewhere in that level. Still smoking friendly out there for the most part. Some of the casinos are non-friendly. Some of the casinos are smoking friendly. So if you're a smoker, make sure you do check on that before you do figure out what you want to do. But I'm concentrated on sports betting. I was out there for 4 days. I'm probably my wife and I, the only people that never sat at a table. Never laid down a bet on a roulette or craps or anything like that. Never sat at a slot machine all weekend long. That's not the kind of gambling I do. I did play a little video poker. I will admit to that. Played for about 20 minutes, turned $20 into $60. So that's cool. Made a little money there. Gave it back at the sports book. Now, we stayed at the Planet Hollywood, which has a decent sport book. Here's the Planet Hollywood sports book. To the right there of this is before they've changed it up a little bit. The seats are actually quite comfortable, and that little space down there at the bottom, that is now all TVs, big TVs. They've got some huge TVs in that place, and it's a pretty sizable sports book. And to the right of that picture is a bar with a bunch of tables around it. Very handy for you to get your sodas, your drinks, your whatever you want to do. If you want to sit there and watch a game, no problem. By all means, do it. However, if you're there on NFL Sundays, or for that matter, I think it was free on college football Saturday, but on NFL Sunday, those chairs cost $50 to get in one of those, to reserve one of those chairs watching TV. Now, I sat in those chairs. I'm not silly enough. I'm not silly enough to pay $50 to reserve a seat to watch television. I'm a silly guy. I ain't that dumb. Maybe. But if you really want to see something cool, we wanted to go to the Circa. The Circa just built a brand new sports bar. It opened, I want to say, in November of 19 or November of 20. And as sports bars go and sports books go, it's unbelievable. It is unbelievable. This is the Circa Sportsbook in downtown Las Vegas. And it's unbelievable. I never went down to the basement part there where all the seating is. I mainly stayed up at the top. You see there's a bar there on the upper right. I stood over there and watched people, watch football, but also watched people watch football from about 30 or 40 feet above them. I'm still astonished at how this sports book this sports book is how and why they built this sports book. I mean, you figure in Vegas the goal is to get you to the slot machines or the tables, but mainly the slot machines. That's where they want you to throw money at things. And the dude who built the Circa in downtown, the guy named Derek Stevens, he just wanted to build himself. He's a billionaire, and he wanted to build himself the nicest sports book in the world. He may have. There's a gigantic thing called a mega bar underneath this photo that's about 60 yards long. It's one bar, and they've got all kinds of bartenders just going crazy. I cannot recommend that sports book more highly. It was incredible. However, and there's always a however, isn't there? You see those little booths down there on football Saturdays and Sundays? They sell the booths, they sell the chairs, and also the chairs on the side. They sell those all cost money, but they're like if you've been to the Champions Club or wherever in St. Louis Cardinal ball game, you pay $175. You get all your drink, all your food. They do that for those booths and those chairs. It's like $300 a day or a 6-hour set. They're monetizing it, and you can't blame them, because not only do they have that sports book at Circa, they also have this. They have Stadium Swim, which is just mind-boggling. You go out there and you go swimming and you watch football, or you watch basketball, or you watch baseball. And there were people out there swimming when we were out there here in November. They won't close this, even though it's relatively cool. 60 degrees for the high when we were out there. Unbelievable. Do it again in a heartbeat. So, if you're going to Vegas and you're a sportsbook aficionado, you got to go to the Circa. The hotel costs a lot, but the ones next door, the D, the Golden Nugget, those are all relatively inexpensive, and you ain't going to go wrong. If you're shopping, you probably want to be up on the Strip. If you're gambling, you want to be downtown. That's my tips to you. Back in a sec. We're going to talk college football after this. Stick around.
At Midwest Farm and Land, we've got a team of dedicated land, home, and commercial experts ready to help.
We understand that buying or selling a property can be extremely stressful. Let our folks take care of you and help you find your perfect piece of property.
Whether it's recreational or hunting land, farmland, homes, or commercial, we're there to help.
Local experts with national reach. If you're interested, give us a call, 618-532-1961, or check us out on the website, MidwestFarmCo.com.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LaMonsOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
For service beyond the surface, call Carter Trucking in Fairfield. Carter's trucks are ready to haul your big freight and grain. So whatever you call Jeremy Carter, the Mucho Mulcho Man, the driveway doctor, the gravel guru, the pothole pirate, the rockin' redneck, the smooth operator, the mudhole master, or the happy hauler, just call him. 842-2022 to haul your big freight, grain, and more with trucks from Carter Trucking, Williamson Drive in Fairfield.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. I'm Bruce Dickey. The other fellows couldn't be here today as they've all got Thanksgiving stuff going on, and I'll have stuff going on here pretty shortly as well. But it's me, you, and the television set for a little while this morning, and we've got plenty of stuff to talk about as the college football season, regular season, wraps up this weekend. Oh my gosh. A little moment of silence for the college regular season ending on Saturday. It really just hurts. It hurts too much, folks. This is what, week 13 or week? Yeah, I believe it is week 13. There's still championship Saturday to go, and then the bowl season, but it really hurts that it is over. I'll get over it. So here's what I was talking about. The huge, well, I'll get to the games on Friday here in a second. Here's the Week 13 rankings. No real surprises up at the top as Georgia, Michigan, Ohio State, TCU, LSU, and USC all in the top 6. The interesting questions, of course, they're going to answer themselves this weekend as Ohio State takes on Michigan on Saturday. And then you've also got showdown games between LSU and Georgia here in next week. And then you'll have you've got USC with a big game, well, against Notre Dame, and you can see Notre Dame's number 15. USC has Notre Dame and and also then probably Oregon in the Pac-12 championship game. So there are going to be some changes coming. Tennessee had been undefeated. They've dropped 2 out of their last 3 games, and they couldn't take care of business. And with Hendon Hooker hurt, they're probably out of the running for the, well, almost certainly out of the running for the to get into the college football playoffs. Good effort, though. Nice run by Tennessee. Hopefully Hendon Hooker is better. But like I was mentioning, Friday football, this is just Friday. And there are huge games with gigantic implications going on Friday as well. The only game on Thursday is the Ole Miss game, and I'll get to it in a second as one of our esteemed teammates bet on that. But it starts at 11 o'clock on Friday on ABC, and then you can run down that whole list. Of course, all those games, every single one of them, will be available on your Wabash subscription as winding up with Wyoming at Fresno State at 9 o'clock on Friday night. Just I guess for wives and or significant others, maybe they call it Black Friday because it's such a day filled with sports that, and if they're shoppers or something, it's a bad thing for them. I don't know. You've got all those football games going on. Oh my heavens! You just can't you can't choose. However, I will have to choose one. If I have to watch one, and call me a glutton for punishment, this is also kind of rivalry weekend. Nebraska versus Iowa on Big Ten Network at 3 o'clock on this afternoon. Oh my heavens! So you say, Bruce, you hate Iowa, you don't like Nebraska. Why are you going to watch that? That has Big Ten championship implications. The West is not yet settled. As you take a look, the East scenario, the winner of Ohio State and Michigan is automatically getting that bid. However, the West not quite settled as yet. 4 teams are 7-4, and 4 teams actually 4 teams, yeah, not 5. 4 teams have a chance to go 5-3 or 5-4 in the division because Iowa can lose, Purdue can lose, Illinois can win, Minnesota can win, and Minnesota or Wisconsin are playing each other. So one of those 2 teams is going to go 5-3. But the way the tiebreakers break out, Minnesota and Wisconsin are out of it. They cannot win. If Iowa beats Nebraska, they win the division. All right. We don't want that to happen. Nobody wants to see Iowa take on Ohio State and well, it wouldn't be that bad to watch them get the whooping that they would get. But nobody wants to see that. You want to see somebody who hadn't been there, right? So if Nebraska beats Iowa, everybody's rooting for Nebraska on Friday afternoon. And then Purdue beats Indiana on Saturday. Purdue wins the division. Who wants to see that? Do you really? Now, come on. Do you really want to see Purdue win the division? I didn't think so. Nobody. I've got other than my brother-in-law, my brother's my friend. He's a Purdue student. I don't care. We don't want to see that. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to see if Iowa and Purdue lose and Illinois beats Northwestern on November 26th, Illinois wins the division. You know, I got to tell you, folks, I think that is clearly the way that it needs to go. We need Illinois to win the division, get into the championship game on next Saturday. It'd be a lot of fun. You know you'd have a good time watching that. You'd have a lot of fun. What's the big game this weekend? Well, of course, it's Ohio State and Michigan. There are in a weekend filled with big games when you've got number 2 versus number 1, and they're both undefeated. That is very clearly the big game. And we do have one of our group betting on the Ohio State and Michigan game. That's me. I took Ohio State -7. I think that when you look at the Michigan Wolverines, their strength of schedule hadn't been all that good. Illinois played them so tough last Saturday, and had a shot to win the game. Had good chances to win the game. Probably had odds on them to win the game. Probably had the ESPN percentage probability index was probably on Illinois to win the game. They didn't get it done. Ohio State is not Illinois. I'm just telling you. All right, so, yeah, my first bet is Ohio State -7.5 over Michigan. I have no problem with that. I've also got Buffalo -4 over Kent State. By the way, last week I did bet on Illinois +18 at Michigan on our show bets and hit that. One bad thing, my friends out in Vegas talked me out of putting money on Illinois. I need new friends is what I need to do. I went 1-1. Weeze went 1-1. Jamie and Lucas went 0-2 in college football. Weeze and I also hit our super dogs. I hit Houston, and he hit Eastern Michigan. My super dog, I just told you all about it. Nebraska, +310 to beat Iowa. I'd be stupid not to bet on Nebraska. What's Weeze got going? Iowa State +10 versus TCU. TCU has been stumbling a little bit down the stretch as well. You know, you see that they're number 4 there. They've been doing a little bit of rumbling, bumbling, and stumbling, and they can get. Iowa State can catch them. It's a possibility. They only got to get within 10. He also has Ole Miss -3. Ole Miss to beat Mississippi State by 3. That's on Thursday night. The only college football game being played on Thursday is the Ole Miss Mississippi State. His super dog, he has Coastal Carolina +420 versus James Madison. So good luck to him. I hope he gets them. Jamie and Lucas both need to turn it around a little bit. And Jamie's going to do that. He's got the Boise, Utah State over 52, and he's got Georgia -35 against Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech just won this weekend, beat North Carolina. He's got Georgia to beat him by 35. Okay, that's cool. He's an adult. And, of course, he took IU to beat Purdue as his super dog. Ladies and gentlemen, we're all cheering for that one, too. We need IU to beat Purdue. And that's +320. And Lucas is taking South Carolina +14.5 at Clemson. I love it. South Carolina's playing pretty solid ball right now. Clemson is not 14.5 points better than South Carolina. Auburn, he's got plus 22.5 versus Alabama in the Iron Bowl. That game has lost a little luster this year. And Lucas's super dog, Domers. Notre Dame to beat USC, plus 165. Hope they all come true. Come back, talk a little NFL. Back in a sec. Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I thought I'd lost my business in that fire, but my agent was there before the flames were out. He said, together, we're going to rebuild. Our employees depended on it. My independent agent and auto owners made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance. North Wayne Insurance Agency in Flora is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Sometimes devices just don't cooperate. Yeah. Okay, that happens. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. My name is Bruce Dickey. Most annoying sound in the world. Let's see if I can hit the shot. Just long. Oh well. Welcome back. Let's talk a little pro football. The NFL really getting deep into the season now as well. And I got to tell you, I'm not all that... It doesn't tear me up with the passing of the NFL. I like the college football a lot better. But here's where we are in this day and age with Thanksgiving games having yet to be played as of this taping. The Dolphins lead the Bills now in the AFC East. The Bills have dropped 2 out of their last 3 games, and but they looked pretty good the other day, though, against Cleveland, playing in Detroit. They play in Detroit again on Thanksgiving Day, so that'll be a lot of fun there. Of course, the Thanksgiving Day football games are always just they're a lot of fun. You got Baltimore, a game over the Bengals. You know, 3 or 4 weeks ago, I wouldn't have given you the Bengals a chance to get back, and they're only a game back, a chance to win the AFC North. Taking a look at the South and the West, Titans already almost have it wrapped up. They have 7 games to go with a 3-game lead, 3.5 game lead, I guess, as I think they hold the tiebreaker over the Colts. And then how about the Chiefs? They've already almost won the division as well. That win over the Chargers. They've got a full 3-game lead with 7 to go. the Chiefs and the Titans running away with those particular divisions, and Patrick Mahomes did it again on Sunday night. He's just unbelievable. Here's the NFC. Speaking of tough divisions, the Cowboys and the Giants, Commanders, and Eagles all above 500. All have a solid chance to get in the playoffs, as the Eagles lost their first game a couple of weeks ago, but they're still 9-1. They are tough, and they lost to the Commanders. The Vikings were 8-1 going into last week before the Cowboys kind of took them over their knee and really just spanked them. It was a terrific win for Dallas and gave them all kinds of extra oomph, I guess, going in toward the last 7 or 8 weeks of the season. Of course, Dallas plays also on Thanksgiving Day. And then out west, Seahawks and Niners. Niners have caught the Seahawks. Seahawks had the lead a couple or 3 weeks ago, and the Niners caught them this week. And then you've got the Bucs and Falcons all still fighting to get into the playoffs. Saints have played 11, and Carolina's also played 11 also. But you got to figure, I don't know, folks, you tell me, do you think even with just a half a game lead, is Tom Brady going to be able to get that division? Probably. But, you can't that doesn't guarantee anything. Yeah, even though they only have a half a game lead. But the interesting thing to me here, there is only, other than that NFC East, there's only one other team over 500. You figure that they go 7 playoff teams. Right now, the NFC East gets I guess the Commanders are just barely out by the Seahawks, since Seahawks have one fewer game played. So they've really kind of spread themselves out. It's going to be a lot of fun down toward the end of the season. Let's tell you what we did last week in the NFL. I went 1-1. The rest of us had a rough week. We had 1-7 in the NFL, following 2-6 in the college football round. So I hope you missed the show last week. If you were actually picking, I just hope you missed it. I had the Browns and Bills over 41. That's the only winner that we had. Let's take a look at Weeze, what he has this week. He has the Lions plus 10 on Thanksgiving. The Lions plus 10 versus the Bills. That's just a big number. At Detroit, Thanksgiving Day. That's a big number. Who would take that big a number? I took the Bills minus 9.5. So I've got the Bills. I think the Bills have turned it around. Even on Thanksgiving Day, I think they'll knock the Lions out. What else is his other game? The Patriots and Vikings under 42. Patriots like to slow things down. The Vikings didn't score last week. They don't. You just don't know which Vikings team you're going to get. And, of course, with the Vikings playing, I believe, on a Thursday night, that's a primetime game. Kirk Cousins doesn't do well in primetime, so Weeze has an idea there. My second game, I've got the Seahawks beating the Raiders, 3.5 points. Go Seattle. Jamie has the Giants staying within the 9.5 to the Cowboys. Cowboys are favored by 9.5. Jamie's taking the Giants on that. That's another Thursday game. And then Jamie's also taking the Ravens minus 4. The Ravens to beat the Jaguars by 4. Lucas has the Jets the Jacksonville Jaguars to stay close to Baltimore. They are 4.5 point dog. He figures that they can stay within that. And then he also has Tennessee plus 2.5 versus Cincinnati. I didn't realize Cincinnati was favored over the Titans, but it kind of makes some sense. Hopefully it all goes a little bit better than it did last weekend. Do stick around. I'm going to talk a little bit of Thanksgiving stuff and maybe give you a few tips on Thanksgiving. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. My name is Bruce Dickey. This is our weekly Take the Points edition, and back right after this. Stick around.
In 1916, Warren Miller chose auto owners insurance. Later, his son made the same choice, as did his grandson. And today, his great-granddaughter did the same. As we reflect on where we've been, we're grateful to our independent agents and to those who have put their trust in us, and to the generations who will. Auto Owners Insurance.
Harrison Insurance in Louisville is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Make Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield your fashion leader. We're the little boutique with the big inventory of beautiful, trendy outfits and clothing in a wide array of your favorite name brands. And don't forget our large selection of jewelry and accessories. Carnaby Square is Southern Illinois' largest dealer of Brighton. At Carnaby Square, we take pride in our one-on-one, knowledgeable customer service and look forward to helping you create your own special look. Plus, always free gift wrapping. Find endless gift ideas 24/7 at CarnabySquare.com and on our Facebook page. Shop the fashion leader in downtown Fairfield, Carnaby Square.
Napa know-how.
At Flora Auto Parts, you can count on the Napa know-how experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, your locally owned Napa store carries a large inventory of parts for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced counter people understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa know-how at Flora Auto Parts.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMonsOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I found another one. And look at the bright side. I've already scrunched this one up so you don't get to hear the annoying scrunch of the device. And if I had planned this, I would have already set the trash can in camera. But you're just going to take my word on whether it goes. Maybe I can let you kind of see if. Well, let's see. No, that's not going there at all. Okay, let's see. How's this going to work? All right, free throw. Actually, maybe a little farther than a free throw. 0 for 2. Short-armed them both. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. It's the Thanksgiving holiday show for Big Talk. It's our Take the Points show. The boys couldn't be here, and I hope that they are enjoying their Thanksgiving festivities. I know I will be, as we're shooting this Wednesday afternoon, and by the time this airs on Friday, 9 a.m. on Friday, I can see myself eating leftovers maybe, or actually getting ready for one of the 2 Thanksgiving celebrations that I'll have this week. How many folks out there enjoy more than one Christmas or Thanksgiving celebration? I've been very fortunate. I've been to 2 or 3 usually most years, and it's 2 this year. Love it. It's wonderful. Thank you all. I hope everyone enjoys. Is it your favorite? Is this your favorite holiday? Thanksgiving. It's mine. What is on your table? If you were doing a draft, what would be your top pick? Your top picks of the Thanksgiving menu option. You have your proteins there, and then you get to pick 2 sides of the 8 sides there along the table. You've got one dessert, and then you get to pick 1 game or of the 3 games on Sunday, or probably on Thursday afternoon to choose. Personally, I'm a kind of a nerd. People probably think that whenever they see me eating, I'm kind of a picky eater, but I'm also I don't like over-seasoned stuff. I don't like. I'm kind of a bland eater, and I feel bad about that. But I would probably draft the white meat, and if on the proteins rather than ham. I like dark meat as well, but I'll leave the dark meat to the people who really like dark meat. And then I might avoid the tofurkey altogether. That's basically tofu turkey, and I don't know how that's made, but I'm certain. God bless you if you like tofu turkey. I'm all for you. What's my side gonna be? If I had to choose, my top pick, of course, is stuffing. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. The almost perfect start to any meal right there. The turkey with gravy and dressing with gravy. Oh, you cannot go wrong with that little combination. That's going to start your meal. And if I'm drafting, if I was drafting, yeah, it would certainly be the white meat, and then hopefully the stuffing would come back around on my second draft. If I have to choose two sides, I don't know. I'm avoiding. If you pay attention, diligent watcher to the show, you know that I don't like sweet potatoes. So the sweet potatoes you can toss right out. I do like creamed corn. I don't much care for green bean casserole. I don't like collard greens. Macaroni and cheese I like, but I am also my family is of the opinion that macaroni and cheese really has no place on a Thanksgiving table. Probably maybe just angered 80% of the people out there. It's not required. It's not de rigueur at the Bruce Dickey Thanksgiving table. But I will take the mashed potatoes. Though, yeah, that's a good looking set of mashed potatoes right there with the butter, hot butter sitting there on top of it. Stir that in, and you're going pretty good. There's a good look at some mashed potatoes. If somebody brings them, I'll throw them on. I'll make sure that whoever brought them feel good about bringing them, compliment them. But it's really unnecessary. Gonna enjoy. There's the sweet potatoes. I guess those are candied. That's yams, candied yams, and then folks put marshmallows on top. Do not adjust your set. I just am speechless. I don't understand it. It makes no sense to me. Yeah. Enjoy it. You can take mine. That's cool. You can have it. And of course, you got to finish it up with pumpkin pie as the preferred dessert of choice. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The white meat plus the stuffing with gravy, the mashed potatoes, the pumpkin pie, although the apple pie is a close second. I like carrot cake too. Of course, I told you I'm not eating sweet potato pie. And which game on Thursday will be the best? Well, since you're watching this on Friday, I'm going to sound silly, but probably that Giants, Patriots, I don't know, Bills, Lions. That's going to be a fun one. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy your Thanksgiving holiday. Thank you so much for watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. I do appreciate it. Next week, got some new shows coming in as well. Looking forward to that. Have an outstanding Thanksgiving holiday weekend. We'll see y'all next time on Big Talk. Have a great day.